Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've been looking for these little swirly Halloween picks that you can put in arrangements or in wreaths on your door, and I was able to get some of this at the Dollar Tree. They had this one. Tomorrow I'm going to go search for some more, but I'm going to make some of those swirly picks, and I'm going to use a couple hangers. If you wear uniforms to work, usually you get a bunch of these. You have a bunch of hangers laying around. So I'm going to use the metal out of this. So let's get started. Let me see if these pliers will cut this. I don't know. I might have to get downstairs and get another pair. But anyways, this is how you take a hanger apart. You don't have to cut. You could just leave that twirly there if you wanted to, but I'm removing it. I'm just making this as straight as possible for right now. And sometimes it's easier if you use two pair of pliers, one to hold it while you're bending it. But I thought one of these hangers ought to be long enough to twirl it up. And if I put 3 twirls on a pick, that would make a nice big one. Or I could do smaller ones. I don't have metal that is thinner than this, so that's why I'm using this. I'm just gonna leave that little twirly right there and straighten this out the best I can. Get that really long. So one of these hangers all spread out measures 23. That's actually a yard. 36 inches is what a hanger is, minus this little piece that I cut off. So if that gives you any ideas. Now I'm going to take some of this. So let's see what kind of mess we can make here. I don't know if I'm even in the camera here. I'm limited on this corner here. I'm just going to put a dab of glue and roll this around, kind of like get it to stick. And then do it again. My cat's running around behind me here, playing with her toys. Doesn't hurt to try. Get that back in there. While that is setting, this is my, we want to, I guess I'm trim off this. I'm going to glue this. And then glue that shut. All right, now if I take this, I'm at the tip here, and I start bending. And I keep the seam on the inside. Can I turn it into a swirly? And will it look right? Let's try. Something's happening, it's happening. It's working. Trying to keep the seam on the inside. What do you think, guys? Is it working? Am I working it? Look at that. We have a swirly. It has a, maybe we could, where's my lighter at? Take a lighter and just kind of like melt the little pieces. You know what? This is like, it's not bad. It's not bad. Let me get some green stuff here. All right, I think we got a pick that I can use on a wreath. That out looks better if it's in a wreath. And then this side, do this side. So that gives me 2 usable picks for a wreath, and I will keep those. All right, found some fleece, much easier to work with. About 3 inches. I'm gonna get this one way or another because I want to be able to make these. Searching for a cutter that's not in there because it's already out. All right, 2 pieces of this fleece. Should be as long. Yep. All right, let me do. All right, it's touching. Let me see if I can start rolling it. And it doesn't have to be tight. It just needs to be puffy a little bit. So I just put a little bit. I think this is going to work better. I think. I don't know, but I think. Let me roll this. All right, let's see if we can get this to work. All right, let's do a bead of glue. Get this. Do some bending. And this is hard to bend because it is a coat hanger. But we're working it. Okay. That gives me something that can attach with glue. This one I think turned out a little bit better. I'm still tweaking it. But I got my picks. I got my picks to use for Halloween. Now I can stick those in my wreath. So, and that's how I made my picks. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.